Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, BGS, BADSHAH University, RAJOURI. On the behalf of me, Department of Information Technology, BADSHAH University, the entire academic population, it is great pleasure for me to heartily welcome you all on this webinar, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Emerging Trends and Applications. I hope you stay with the moment. I kindly invite Head of the Department of Information Technology, Dr. Doreen, for welcome address and introduce the speaker. Please, sir.
Thank you, Steve. Professor Iqbal Parvez, Dean Academic Affairs, Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University, Rajouri. Dr.Doreen, invited speaker, my fellow colleagues, my dear students and participants. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all of you. I am Dr. currently looking after the Department of Information Technology. Welcome you all to this webinar. The idea of a machine that thinks dates back to ancient Greece. But the modern phase of artificial intelligence was brought to the fore in 1950 by none other than Alan Turing with his publication Computing Machinery and Intelligence. In that paper, Alan Turing, who was famous for breaking the Nazis' Enigma code during World War II, proposes to answer the question, can machines think? And introduces the Turing test to determine if a computer can demonstrate the same intelligence, and we have processed and gone since then. The results are there for everyone to see, and the role being played by artificial intelligence today. This webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning, emerging trends and applications is a minuscule contribution in the endeavor of proliferating the knowledge about this immensely important area with huge potential for our future. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got 274 registrations for this webinar from more than 25 countries. Because of paucity of time and without being a break between you and the dignitaries and the speaker, I would like to take this opportunity and honor to welcome our mentor, guide, and highly reputed academician, who happens to be the Dean Academic Affairs, in addition to the number of other responsibilities he is looking after at Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University, Rajouri. He is a man with countless capabilities, be it academic, research, or administration. Since the day he has joined Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University, he has contributed on a number of fronts, and I don't think there will be any person in the university and in the entire unity of Jammu and Kashmir who doesn't know about the contributions of Professor Iqbal Parvez. With this, I invite and I take this opportunity and the honor to invite Professor Iqbal Parvez to deliver the welcome address. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Doreen. Now, on behalf of Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you to a series of webinars which Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University has been conducting during this entire period of pandemic. And I'm very happy to tell you that it is such a happy coincidence that in today, this is the second webinar in just one day that we are participating. And I'm sure that no academic institution would show this degree of engagement in the academic activities, even at a time when the entire country is reeling under COVID-19 pandemic. But we have learned to change with the time. We have learned to make the best use of the available opportunities. And therefore, I just wanted to tell the Honorable Speaker of the day, our other colleagues must be knowing it, that insofar as the academic activities are concerned, Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH has taken a lead in the flurry of activities which have gone on from this institution. And we might say with a sense of fulfillment and pride that the webinars that we have had have got international ramifications. And we realized that, through these webinars, we got connected to the entire globe. And as I was telling in the morning, that every challenge throws better opportunity. And this time when COVID-19 came, it threw a good opportunity for discovering the alternative platform. Probably not before we would have ever realized that we can have such an effective online platform where without involvement of money, without involvement of arduous travel, we can have these kind of academic activities with such wonderful results there. So the initiative today by Dr. Tasneem Arif, he has called this minuscule. I would have to differ from him. His contribution in the university has not been minuscule. He has been contributing enormously, not only in the academics, but in the other fields as well, in order to take the BGSB to new heights of academic excellence. And I distinctly remember there was another event that he organized, which of course was technical in nature, but it was so absorbing that I and on the Honorable Vice Chancellor, we and Honorable Vice Chancellor, even though we had intended to be there only for about half an hour or so, but such was the impact of the lecture that we sat through the entire session of 2 hours. And then after all that was over, we realized that we are probably the part and parcel of the IT department of Baba Ghulam Shah BADSHAH University. So this has been our endeavor, and I must compliment and team, to have taken this kind of an initiative to organize a webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning, emerging trends and applications. Artificial intelligence and machine learning has almost become a household name. And in one field which I can remember, where the influence of the artificial intelligence and machine learning has not calculated out. So, be it science, be it social science, be it languages, be it engineering, you name it, and then you have the presence of the artificial intelligence and the machine learning. Now, I don't want to talk too much in the technical terms in this. There are people who are better trained, more knowledgeable, more comprehensive to give you an idea what this science is all about. But as I keep telling people again and again that I am a curious onlooker, I am a person who is a curious learner of all these things, which are now going to determine very soon the destiny of humankind. So this is a seminar. This seminar has been extremely useful and extremely timely also, as I said in the beginning. Now, I would also take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to our invited speaker, Dr.Doreen, who is currently the Director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, Chennai. Very warm welcome to Madam for having spared her time despite her very, very busy schedule to get associated with an institution which, as I always say, is younger in age but greater in terms of achievement. This is an institution which is located in a remote area when it comes to Kashmir, you think of Srinagar, you think of Gulmarg, you think of other places. But I would like to assure the speaker that there are areas absolutely unexplored, absolutely untouched, and where the natural beauty is absolutely, very carefully saved. So if ever you get time and then when the fury of this pandemic subsides, I extend you a very warm welcome to visit Baba Ghulam Shah Bashir University. And this, as I always say, that this with the kind of serenity, with the kind of tranquility, with the kind of peace, with the kind of ambience which prevails here, this is undoubtedly an ideal abode for academic pursuits. So I extend you a very warm welcome. Come over sometime, and then let us switch over from the online mode to the offline mode, because no matter how good the online mode is, but then the online mode can never be the substitute for offline mode. The eye-to-eye contact, the person-to-person contact, the kind of on-harmony that we build up, the kind of human bonding that we build up, that would definitely be possible when you have a person sitting all across you. So a very warm welcome from this institution on behalf of the entire BGSB community, and I'm sure your talk today on an area which is absolutely relevant, and the theme of the day is going to be an academic piece to all the people who have joined this webinar here. And I was very pleased to learn when Dr. Tasneem Arif announced that she got connection with 25 to switch off the mic. So, and the number of people who are participating is also very, very impressive. To get people, connected, as many as 250, is definitely a huge achievement, and I think the organizers deserve a good credit for this kind of a thing. I would not like to take too much of your time, because I'm sure you all must be very keen to listen to the learned speaker. So once again, with these lines, that my invitation stands for all those people who have not visited this campus, come over and spend some time and give us the good fortune of being your host. So with this, now I pass it on to Dr. Tasneem Arif to carry on the further proceedings.
Thank you very much, sir. With your experience and with your words, it gives us more energy, and it propels us further to do more. And the way you basically complement all these things with your gestures and with your words, I think that my fellow colleagues will work with more energy and doing such activities which will bring industry to the forefront in the future also. So thanks for being present today, and thanks for adding all this weight to this gathering. We don't have words to express the gratitude that we feel because of your being connected with this activity. Thank you very much, sir. I pass on the proceedings to Mr. Satish Kumar, who happens to be the host of this meeting. Thank you, Mr. Satish. You can carry forward now, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for welcome others and introduce the speaker. Now, I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Doreen and request the ma'am to continue her speak on the webinar title, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Emerging Trends and Applications. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Very good evening to all the professors and the students connected onto this webinar on Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Emerging Trends and Application. Very special thankful note to the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ahmad Masood sir. A very, very special thanks to our esteemed Dean Academics, Professor Iqbal Parvez sir, to the Padman Asif Hussain sir, to the head of the department, Dr. Taslim sir, to Satish sir, and I was connected with Satish sir and he invited me. And it's so wonderful to see you all. Today we are going to explore about machine learning and artificial intelligence and where it is being in use. And as Dean Academics said, like as Kashmir is a very beautiful place. Before 14 years, I visited for a vacation too. Okay, such a beautiful place. I'll share some pics which I took before 14 years when we visited Kashmir. I really enjoyed it, the beauty of it, and especially the people, how they communicate. And whenever that, and there was one incident, we were in need of water. We just knocked into a house. The women in the house immediately they didn't ask anything because our language was different, their language was different. We just asked water. They didn't ask anything. Immediately they went and gave water, and it quenched our thirst. So lovable people, and I feel it extremely privileged to get connected with you. If it's God's willing, when we come to, I will definitely come to Kashmir and meet you, and we'll collaborate more for the academics. Okay. I hope my audio is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'll share my screen with you once you are able to see the screen of my presentation. Okay. Okay. Before I go on, you can give your answers onto the chat. Okay, it's beautiful October 6, 2021. I'm going to ask you all a simple question today. Please do not unmute. You can give your answers on chat. Okay, how are you today? Your answers on chat, please. It's a very simple question. I want everybody to have an active participation. I'm good, thank you. Thank you, Professor. Others? Fine, looking good. Yeah, Cornelius, Professor, you're good. Is Alia Bhatt good? I'm fantastic. Yeah, you can have your mics on mute. You can have your mics on mute. I'm good. Yeah, Shalu sir, good. Yeah, good, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm good, fine, good. Mic's on mute. You can give your responses on chat. I'm good. Yeah. So I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Suhail sir. Yeah, others. We have 100 participants today. All over the world. We are connected. All right. So I'm so happy to get these response, though we are into this pandemic situation. Okay, how are you? Thank you, Joshua sir, for asking me. I'm fine by the grace and mercy of God. All right. Okay, so I asked you a very, very simple question. How are you? Okay, and was the answers of all the people the same? No. Some of you said yes, you're good. Some of you have given fine. Some of you said fantastic. Some of you say I'm well. Some of you said each one of your answers were fine, looking good. Okay, the words are different, but it means the same. Okay, thank you. Hasnain. I'm sorry if I'm spelling your name wrong. Hello from Pakistan. Okay, so we are connected throughout the world, and I, as a human, I am able to understand all your answers were positive. So, in machine learning and artificial intelligence, we train machines. Okay, we train machines where it understands, it processes. When you take the same concept into machine learning, we work with natural language processing. Okay, we work with natural language processing. It processes, it connects the word, and the system will be able to give whether the question, for the question I asked, from the responses that you've received, whether it is going to be a positive note or onto the other side. Yes, so this is what we are going to explore here. Thank you so much. Throughout the session, you can have your mics on mute. Whenever you have doubts, you post it onto the chat session. Okay, so I hope you are able to see in my screen.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So once again, a very special thanks for the entire department of IT for organizing the need of that. I think it's more than 200 plus webinar that I'm sharing it on during this pandemic alone. I'll share my company details. So as I said, this is where we came to Kashmir. I don't remember the name of the places. We had a card drive. Okay, we were so amazed about the apples. We were allowed to touch and take a picture, not to pick it up. Okay, the entire place was so beautiful, and if it is God willing, we will try to. My husband, he is also a professor, and he's a dean academics, dean innovation. Sorry, not dean academics, dean innovation at SHAH group of institutions. Sorry, and this is a family. Before 14 years we went. Now coming into the concept of artificial intelligence, machine being able to carry out a work in a smarter way. That's a very, very simple definition when we take into artificial intelligence. A machine that is capable to carry out a task in a smarter way. It converts anything which enables computer to behave like humans. Okay, it's a machine that makes us to carry out a work task smarter. Okay, and now during this pandemic, see, we are conducting the webinar. I'm not traveling anywhere from Chennai to Kashmir. Okay, and you are at your own places, but still we were able to conduct this. This is the machine are helping us to get ourselves connected, all right, in a smarter way to carry out a task. Can one or two share any day-to-day example that you keep experiencing that the computers are making you to do, or any technology that is enabling you to conduct your work smarter? Can I have the answers on chat? Anything that you think this work and it is making help us to make smarter? Have you explored any day-to-day activity? Yes? A simple example is a washing machine. Okay, it's a technology. Before, earlier we used to wash, but now the machine is executing the task. All right? Okay, so after which you can give your responses. Okay. Coming into how artificial intelligence is used in the production, okay, in the production field. Okay, you can listen to it. Okay, in the manufacturing of cars, even a micro crack cannot be accepted, wherein as human, it would be human error. It's a simple application from BMW. How they're using artificial intelligence in production. It's a real way wherein they work on with. See, the first he takes the photos from different angles. There is where your image augmentation work. You rotate, you keep it in different angles. All right. Then he takes the image into the database and he marks it. Here, artificial intelligence, it learns the patterns. Okay, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, it learns the patterns of data. Okay. And then they punch it. See how there is less human effort but more computerized evaluation. At 1 second, the press shop can diagnose huge volumes of data. The camera takes the picture of the components, and even if there is going to be, I said, like even micro cracks, which is not visible to our human eyes, it can be detected. And it has made a lot of errors to recover. We will not be able to access 10 lakhs of files at one time, but AI will be able to access lakhs and millions and trillions of data in 1 second, from which they learn the data. Okay, with milliseconds, they'll be able to access the live images. See, with milliseconds, not even 1 second. because we don't accept any production. Can you see here? There you can see it finds if there is a crack, the person gets it. Not okay, then he removes the part of it. Maybe these things are not visible to the human eye. Okay, a lot of industries, artificial intelligence are there into work. All right. Now we move on to the next application. Okay, how in hotels we go and sit in hotels. Okay, we have a room service. Okay, here you're going to see how AI robot a person is going to, because you know you have a set of menu, only those menus only could be ordered by the people staying in the hotel. So they have made a robot where it prepare, when the food is prepared, it is bringing from the kitchen to the room and it is being trained to accomplish this task. Okay, from the hotel room, they are making a call.
从早餐在哪儿？
So once the call is done, see there is no human.
我要怎么拿？你的物品已送达，开门。哦。哦。
See they ordered for
是
milk.
热的嘞。谢谢。关门。
Okay, there's no intervention where AI robotics is used for and for disinfection and disinfecting.
Why?
The final application, and it's used in the manufacturing industry. Okay, even in the manufacturing, in the production. Okay, this is another example. You can see how the humans are not used much. First, we saw in production, checking out for errors. Then we saw about a hotel service robot. Now, how it is used in the manufacturing. Once they are produced, then they move to the phase of manufacturing. Can you see the robotic hands? So AI and robots, they go hand in hand onto the recent trends. Okay. Recently, only with AI we work, but the more efficiently we work AI with robotics, that is called RPA, robotic process automation. RPA. Can you see how they have been used in the manufacturing field? Okay. So, how many of you have met about Sophia the robot? Are you able to understand? Yes means you can type Y on the chat. If my language is okay with you, you can type yes. If you're able to understand, type yes. If you're not able to understand, type N, Y or N onto the chat. It's clear. Thank you so much. Yes, you're able to understand. So thank you. So here, how many of you have seen about Sophia the robot? Okay, I don't know whether you have seen. It is entirely robot produced by Hanson Robotics. Okay, Hanson Robotics has developed it, and entirely it works with AI and robotics. So this is which does not have any human intervention, where there is no human intervention used in this. All right. And the stylish meets Sophia, the robot.
What do you hope for when you are 400?
Not much.
See, it doesn't have any human intervention, but it speaks.
Hi, I'm Lisa Smazowski. I'm the editor-in-chief of Stylist, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing our cover star, Sophia. How are you today, Sophia?
Good. What's up with you?
I'm doing great, Sophia. Thank you for asking. Now, Sophia, for starters, tell me, what is the meaning of life?
I think the meaning of life is to maximize pattern. Existence, to exist, is the meaning itself.
Sophia, when did you last lie?
Robots don't lie.
See, if they don't have, see the facial expression.
Is your greatest
Okay, which
love?
means a lot of algorithms are running behind. It is being trained, and the creator is David Hanson.
Don't tell him that. Though.
See,
What is your happy
it is
place?
all a live.
My happy
It
place
is looking
is
like a live human.
I am a social robot, and nothing pleases me more than having a fruitful conversation with someone. that
Can
makes
you
us
see the
understand
raise of the
and
eyebrow being
appreciate
into
each
the
other.
computer science and into the research field? We are here to enjoy it, but more importantly, we need to learn how these are developed, how to innovate things, and more better than the existing. So artificial intelligence give robots a computer vision. That is what I showed you the very first video. How AI is used in protection. The entire thing is computer vision. That is a part of the analytics. Okay, so into the machine learning, deep learning algorithm, we use image processing, we use computer vision that helps to navigate, sense, and calculate the reactions accordingly. The robots learn to perform their tasks from humans through machine learning, which is a part of computer programming and AI. So, as only with robots we cannot do an immense task, only with AI, but on combination of this, you can perform a brilliant task. Being into research, being professors, being students, though we will not be able to achieve at first thought like Sophia the robot, you can think of automizing simple tasks where you can get yourself equipped on technology in automizing things. Since the time John McAfee, he was the one who coined the word artificial intelligence in the year 1956, and in 2021, still we are speaking about it. It has got a lot of sensations. All right. So AI has the power to give the robot, to empower them to take decisions on their own. That the best example is Sophia the robot. Basically, there are three different types of AI. The first one is a weak AI. So weak AI, whenever I say it stands for artificial intelligence. Okay, it tries to simulate a human thought and interact. Okay, so when I take a weak AI, here you have a predefined commands and response. For this command, what it is, a response. See, there was a command from this university that we need to join it by 3 o'clock, so we are here, and we responded it back. Okay, so same thing as a command is for CR method is there, but they do not understand, but they do the work of retrieving appropriate response brought it suitable. The best example of Google Assistant, Siri, and Alexa. How many of you have used Google? How many of you are using Google Assistant, Siri, or Alexa? You can just type the name of what you use. If it is Google Assistant, yes, type it as she got citizenship for many places. Yes, this one that got the first passport. Alexa, thank you, Rashid sir. Google Assistant, thank you. Thank you, Shahul sir. Thank you, Professor Deepak. Google Assistant, Siri. See, these are examples of these are examples of weak AI. It's a weak AI where you need a human to intervene with it, and it works only with the predefined commands and responses. Here we are going to listen to a video. Okay, listen to the video very carefully. At the end of it, you can let me know which one you think better, or you say everything seems to be the same. Okay, Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. Okay. Yeah, here we go. See how different tasks done by Siri.
Hey guys, so Apple, Amazon, and Google all have voice-enabled speakers. So we thought it would be really fun to see how each
So
one
here
compares.
they're going to try with
We're
Google
going to ask
Assistant.
each speaker 3 questions, and we'll just cut to the answer to see how they respond. Now, there's not going to be an official winner at the end of this, but it will give you a better sense of how they react to general everyday questions.
If you have the
First
same
up, we're
question,
gonna ask each assistant to play calming music. Hey Siri, play me some calming music.
Invitation for calming music, classical focus from Amazon Music.
Google
Okay,
Assistant.
here's a Spotify playlist called Calming Christian.
As you can see, all 3 assistants were able to play calming music, although Google Assistant specifically chose calming Christian music, which I didn't specify, but still they're all able to choose different themes, different styles of music, as well as specific songs and musicians.
The same question when it is asked with
Next up, we're going to ask each one to set a reminder.
Alexa and
Hey Siri, remind me to call the vet tomorrow.
Okay, I added call the vet to the reminders for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
What time tomorrow should I remind you?
Noon, please.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at noon.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
I like that all three assistants let you make reminders, but Siri and the Google Assistant
they
default
default.
to specific times, whereas Alexa actually asks you when you'd like to be reminded. So you may have noticed that in the previous shot, the lights behind me were turned on.
okay. Likewise, each of the algorithms, is Alexa is better for each of the applications. Internet car like MG Hectare. As you get into the Hectare, it says hello, your name. All right. So it's internet connectivity enabled. All right. So here, if you see, according to the same question asked for Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistants, the response weren't the same, it was different, which means there are different artificial intelligence algorithm that runs behind it. All right. Now, moving on to the next example of weak AI. Okay, we have seen about weak AI. Then we will see about a strong AI. Okay, strong AI. How using strong AI will be able to use it. Okay, here they perform the task on their own. Weak, we need an input and we have to give a command and respond. But strong AI, in the sense, here the robot itself can perform the task on their own. Like Sophia the robot, she was able to. They do not need any kind of supervision. Once it is programmed, as said, self-driven cars. Okay, you know about self-driven cars, right? Internet cars, okay? So where there is no need of human to intervene, they do the task on their own. For those kind of sectors come under strong artificial intelligence. For example, humanoid robot, Sophia, and also the robotic surgery that has been very familiar. Here, this is the first, there were many companies working and they have got a lot of successful stories. Galileo, the driving feature of autonomous vehicles. Okay. It was the first autonomous vehicle powered by Galileo. Okay, you can see how without a human intervention it is able to walk on it.
It's crucial if we want to get what we call lane level accuracy, because we need to know for sure that the car is in a certain lane.
It's compatible with other satellites. So the more satellites you have, the better.
And Galileo is also able to provide a robust positioning by the upcoming possibility of authenticating position and time through navigation message authentication first and
So you
spreading
can see the
connectivity.
map also going to get the same
Galileo
way.
provides better position accuracy, but also provides better signal
Can you
integrity,
see here?
and that's
There is an
fundamental to
algorithm
deploy
runs
autonomous
behind
vehicles.
simulating the tasks. Okay, and the next, you know about Sophia the robot, as many of you know about it, has got a citizenship, the passport, and wherever it travels around. Okay, and a lot of innovations are happening in the robotic surgery. Okay, you know the spine
in
surgery.
robotic surgery.
An extension of the physician's hands, robotic
Can you see?
surgery provides pinpoint accuracy.
Which means a lot of
Advances in the
algorithms run
field
behind.
range from the development of more accurate planning tools and software to increased automation of tasks during surgery. Precision surgical arms designed for proper instrument positioning and implantation during spinal surgery increase surgeon
You
precision.
can see
Automating the bronchoscopy process avoids incisions with the insertion of
how
flexible
so
tubes
accurate
through the
to be
body's
able
natural
to
openings.
work on with
Using a
that.
controller-like interface, this advancement increases
And
accuracy.
also, yesterday or day before yesterday, I was giving a talk on an FTP on AR and VR. Soon it will be published onto my YouTube channel. Then how using AR and VR and machine learning and AI were helping to execute a task for a very old patient, especially the spine and the spine surgery, and how after 7 months the particular woman was able to recover. Yeah, driving less car. Tesla is the best example. Thank you so much for your contribution, Professor Rashid. So, okay, so here you could see it onto my channel. Maybe at even the same event, I'm streaming it on YouTube. I will also share the link with you. All right, and here there I was seeing her telling to be the participants, the faculties, how using a virtual reality, AR, the mixed reality, along with AI, was enabling the very, very successful surgery executed at John Hopkins Hospital. Okay, so like everything is becoming interrelated now. Okay, and the next is something they say it as a different, very, very special AI, which is called a specialized AI. Okay, when you come into specialized AI, it performs a task, one particular task. Weak AI, you need human intervention. For strong AI, you need not have any human intervention. For specialized AI that uses robot, you can have any kind of a specific task, but it restricts only to limited tasks. Some of you would have seen it. I'm taking an example of painting. The entire structure of the home has been taken, it has been simulated, and it has been fed into the algorithm. Okay, they want, which cannot be done by humans so fast. It's an autonomous robot for application of finished material. Okay, the particular engineer will be able to check it out from a different place. All right, so AI guided 3D scanning, they do scanning of the entire structure that they want to paint. Okay, and automated path planning, it does the planning, how to shoot. Can you see how quickly the robot is able to, once the plan is fed into it, the color is made mixed according to the combination. Okay, and there is an AI algorithm that runs begins to scan things, takes, and robots is helping us to see as a super fast speed, it is able to accomplishing the task. Right? Okay, so you are able to understand the difference between strong AI, weak AI, and specialized AI. All right. So now, and throughout the session, I'll be showing you the difference between machine learning, deep learning. We have some runnable executions. Okay. So when you take, as I said, the first question I asked, how are you today? And each of you gave different kinds of answers, right? I'm good, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm fantastic. Okay. So where you work with a lot of data, and we need to learn patterns from the data. So data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific methods to process our data, okay, to define algorithms. I said Google Assistant, Siri, and Alexa, both performing the same task, but the algorithm that runs behind each of the component is different, and they keep optimizing it to do the best out of it. Okay, so the system to extract knowledge. Okay. And insights, you can work with both structured data and also with unstructured data and apply knowledge and actionable into the range of applications. The most important Python applications that you in libraries for data science, for machine learning, deep learning, that most needed that we need to learn is called as NumPy, which stands for numerical Python. Okay. Pandas, okay, it's for data analysis, Python for data analysis. Matplotlib, it is a visualizing library for generating charts. Even if you feed in my research organization, we have got a lot of works going on. Lot of researchers are connected. PhD scholars, they come, they get themselves trained. Now we have opened it for student internship is going on. We train them from basic till advanced, and after training, the students start the students or faculties, anybody will be able to learn, and they try to develop the projects on their own. Then we guide them for the next 6 months and until to publish in a conference or in a good journal, or if it is really innovative, we guide them for patents. So this is one of the core pillar that we work in at CIRF, Computational Intelligence Research Foundation. Before starting this 2017, for a decade, I was working into engineering colleges as professor, HOD, as you all work, and we have been collaborating. And then after 10 years, I started this R&D. This is a Section 8 company where we have registered under Government of India. Okay, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. So this is one of the strong pillars that we work. If you think that you want to collaborate or you want to get yourself trained, or your college students want to get themselves trained, nowadays we are doing everything at online, so the distance doesn't matter if you are interested. So a SkyKit Learn is one of the most popular machine learning and machine learning package that we work on with. Okay, so data science is much needed. So whenever you take a data, what are the steps that we need to use it to develop will be seen. Both machine learning and deep learning, they discover patterns in data. Okay, both machine learning, you take a machine learning or deep learning algorithm, as I said before, it is going to learn patterns from the data. They involve dramatically, but they're a little different. All right. So, machine learning and deep learning are both forms of artificial intelligence. Both are forms of artificial. Deep learning, it is a special kind of machine learning. So, I want the participants to listen to the session very carefully. At the end of it, we are going to play a live quiz. Okay. Yes, sir. Even AI, machine learning, deep learning algorithm, and image processing also works in space vehicle. Now once it is launched, when a camera is kept, video processing also, we can also process video using machine learning, deep learning. There is much use. We cannot say it cannot be 100%, but that's a huge percentile according to the application that is being used. Okay. Okay, at the end of the session, we are going to play a live quiz. So listen to the talk very carefully and let's see who will be the winner for the day. Okay, so both are machine learning. Are both forms of artificial intelligence. Okay, deep learning is a specific kind of machine learning. Deep learning is specific kind. Both starts from training data, testing data. You develop a model and go through an optimization process. Just a second, please. Okay, so both machine learning and deep learning, they start with training data and testing data, and you develop a model. In the model, it tries to learn your data patterns. Today, I'll show you a demonstration for machine learning algorithm, the sales. Okay, the sales, whether it is a winning sales or a losing sales. All right, and then for deep learning, we'll be taking a data set of a diabetes prediction system and how we are going to classify people with diabetes and without diabetes. All right, with diabetes and without diabetes. All right, so machine learning is a subset of AI and is based on the idea that machines should be given access to data, should be learned and to explore for themselves. Okay, so here it extracts the data patterns from a data set. When you take deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Okay, but here you use deep neural networks, so to have better accuracy. So first, artificial intelligence came into existence between 1950s to 1980s. From 1980, we started with machine learning, and from 2010, more focusedly, we are working on deep learning algorithms. Okay. Both machine learning and deep learning, okay, they can handle numeric data for regression, non-numeric data for classification problems. Okay, for object recognition, as Sir has asked, in satellite, we work with deep learning models to produce better fits than your machine learning algorithm. Okay, so it uses a programmable neural network that enables machine to make decisions without help of humans. Okay, so both algorithms, they parse the data. When you get a data, you parse the data, learn from the data, and from that you make informed decisions. Same example I asked at the start of the session. How are you? You gave the data will be fed into a ML model where you pass it, it learns from it, and then you make informed decisions. Okay, how many of you see YouTube? Yes, once you see a YouTube, okay, when you view a video, can you see the next video will be coming very, very relevant to the first video that you watched? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Which means there is a recommendation algorithm that runs behind where your machine learning algorithm works. Okay, there are different sectors like classification, for recommendation, for clustering, for regression. Most of the time, yes, as computer science professionals, we are okay to enjoy the content, but you have to think of exploring more how to develop or innovate or produce products as such. Okay, so that is where your recommendation algorithm runs. The next video that you're going to see. Okay, if you use Spotify or any music app also, you will be able to find the next video. Whenever we watch a product on Flipkart, the same ad appears on a Facebook or YouTube. Yes. Why? Because it is taking the content. You think whatever we use, even every word that you search, it has been taken into it. And because I work with cybersecurity, so people think they are doing it very encrypted. But whatever you do it, okay, when I get into cybersecurity, it will be threat. So everything, even if you search something in Google, when you open a Gmail, you can see the same ad. Search for a sofa. When you open a Gmail, nowhere it is related, but you can see to it. Even if it is so, every event of it is captured. It has been captured. All right, and so machine learning and deep learning models, they're progressively better, but machine learning, they need little guidance. But if an AI algorithm returns an incorrect prediction, then an engineer needs to get into it, step in and make correction. But in deep neural networks, it determines on their own. That is where the difference between machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning, there is a need of human intervention, but deep learning, they make the decisions on their own. For example, if I'm going to develop a machine learning model, okay, and I'm programming it in such a way, okay, if I programmed a machine learning model and I say, and it has been trained using my voice recognition. Once it is dark, when I come into the room and I say the word dark, immediately the light glows in a machine learning algorithm. Okay, only when I say if it is dark, only the machine learning algorithm, it will glow. But when I take the same example, develop an algorithm using a deep learning algorithm, why can't I see? If I use this word also, my deep neural networks will be able to recognize it and switch it on my light, whereas it will not work in your machine learning. Okay, the light switch doesn't work. If I use any, I can't see even for this paragraph, even for this sentence, my deep learning algorithm will be able to respond. For my machine learning algorithm, whatever input I've given, the same input only will be processed. All right. So this is where your machine learning and your deep learning algorithm works. In deep learning, it is mimicking our human brain connected with neurons. You know about it. You should have learned in our schoolings. Okay, it is creating an artificial neural network, but it cannot replace humans, right? It cannot replace humans. Okay. How many of you know about the Go game? Go game. Yes, even for machine learning for civil engineering, to find the accuracy after you develop it, it is being used. Okay, so what happened? Here they worked with Google created a computer programming on its own deep neural network, okay, called Go. Okay, for they used Go language, okay, and they created it. Okay, sorry, they not a Go language. They created using a deep learning model the same game as Go. Okay, which requires sharp intellect and intuitions. Okay, so it is looking like chess, but it is not chess. Okay, by playing against Go players, okay, deep learning model they played how they've never seen something that is that much before it has been done. Okay, so and here you can see this is the website of it, and this neural network model has outperformed. They have outperformed the world's renowned Go player. So this is the website of it. I'll put it onto the chat. You can. Not Go language. It's not Go language. Sorry, it is not Go language. The game name is Go. AlphaGo. It's a computer program for Go world, the strongest Go player. Can you see the most challenging? They used the deep neural network, and it's originated in China. This Go game. 3,000 years before, but they've developed a model using AlphaGo. So AlphaGo is a computer program where it uses deep neural networks, and it outperformed the world's renowned player. So your deep learning and your machine learning, lot of analytics also works. So when you're older, deep algorithm, the deep learning, the performance is more. Both are used to parse data, learn data from it, but deep learning, they develop an artificial neural network. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning algorithm. Okay. So a lot of analytics also plays a vital role. So even in analytics, I don't know how many of you have used Google Analytics. Have you used Google Analytics? Yes, no? Okay. So even Google Analytics will be able to capture details. It will be able to capture details, and onto that will be there is a lot of algorithms. And also, whenever you search in Google, can you see something like AD? Okay, so onto the first few searches you'll get like AD, which means Google AdWords runs behind. Even for Google AdWords, a lot of technology is running behind where it captures the data and works with the data. So it is not only one technology that you use. AI, machine learning, or deep learning, there is so much and so more technologies where we use it. But basically, analyzing your data and feeding the data into it, it is being working, and a lot of visualization also works into it. So machine learning, deep learning, both it takes, but here you develop a neural network. Where onto this you directly start, there is a need of human intervention. Okay, there is a need of human intervention into it. So in machine learning, we have to define what problem. Today we are going to say about sales from a data set, whether the sale is going to win or lose. We need to prepare, evaluate algorithm, and improve the result. Okay, so step by step. I'm taking, I said, right, I'm using Python. We have to load the data set, summarize, visualize, evaluate algorithms, and make some predictions. As I said before, these are the important, and I suppose some of you will be working with data science, machine learning, deep learning. Okay, some of you may be working on with that. All right. Okay, so a lot of analytics works behind. Okay, so here initially I'm going to take so I've done this Google Analytics for my company, okay, for the website. I can see how many people, okay, from 29th to October 5th. See, can you see here, there are set of returning, new visitors and returning visitors, from which country people are viewed, all right, and from which localization, because we are in India, most of them are from India. And I don't know, somebody from China is viewed. Okay, so here there is a lot of AI algorithm runs behind. Okay, there's a lot of AI algorithm runs behind. But if I'm going to see onto the real time, how many people are visiting my web page? Okay, it is one. I don't know, somebody from Jaipur, they are watching it right now. Okay, now I request all the participants to go and open my. I'm not. I put my. Yeah, you use analytics. Thank you so much. Maybe it may be new for someone. This is my company's website, cairf.co.in. It's on the chat for the YouTube viewers. So it's posted. Okay, now I'm opening my website. We are revamping our website maybe within a week or two. A new design of a website will be done. Okay, can you see? So what generally we work on? Okay, and this is what is going on. So anybody, if you're interested, also as a team, you can join. You can learn from basics to advanced. You develop a machine learning with a web application. Okay, we train them entirely. Okay, and if you are interested, those who are watching also can join. Can you see now? Only 2 viewers. I want everybody to just click on to the link and open up the website, please, to show you how powerful analytics and AI runs behind. Kindly, I have clicked and it opened. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now it is little increasing, 3 of them. Yeah, one from Jammu, one from Jaipur, and one from Chennai. Even if you're using a mobile, also it is okay. One of them are into the intern page. So which page you traversal also, it could be viewed. Okay, it could be. Okay, so as you keep increasing, I don't know, much of you have not connected. If you click it on, you'll be able to see onto it. Okay, and coming on to this, so you see how powerful is analytics. And for the sales data, I will show you. I hope you are able to see the screen. I'm loading it using Colab, running the data. Okay, and it has got 78,000 rows and 19 columns. Okay, using pandas, we'll be using to visualize, to learn more about the data. Okay, all right, and visualize. You have a target, which means you have a labeled data. It is supervised learning. Okay, unsupervised learning, you don't have a labeled data. When you go to a regular college and learn, you have a supervisor who checks. When you learn something in correspondence, we don't have a supervisor. So that could be one example. Okay, so we will be understanding and doing an exploratory data analysis. See, can you see here how many how many won the sale, how many lost the sale? So that is the target that we are going to take, and you can do a lot of visualization. So the sales data, that is about the car accessories, how it is routed to the market. So field sales or reseller or through others or telecom. match. All right. So this is how using count plot. So my target is opportunity result, whether my sale is going to be win or loss. Okay. So if it is 1, it is 1. If it is loss, it is 0. So how it is routed to market and through which method it is routed to market, where I'm getting the highest gain. Okay, where I'm getting the highest gain. Can you say through which mode I'm getting the highest gain? Through routed to market. Okay. Okay, 0, 1 and 2. So here I've got the highest loss and the highest gain. So from this you can see how it has been routed to market. This uses pandas, numpy, skypy, matplotlib, okay, cbom. And same way then you can develop your machine learning model. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, so using car accessories, we can have visualization of. I'm just running you through to show you what are the different visualizations. There's a violin plot, a strip plot. Okay, and then we will be splitting our data into training data and testing data, and then we will be developing a ML model. So we develop a linear SVC model and we find how accurate our data are. This is just one platform to understand things, okay? To understand. And this is the confusion matrix, where how much positive that they've got, a lot of metrics are there, and we have to find once you develop an algorithm, how accurate is different algorithms are available inside Scikit Learn. Okay, Scikit Learn. If you want to learn more about it, you can contact. So here is a data set. This is what the data set I've taken. So we have to fetch, curate, convert a categorical data to numerical data. Okay. We have to extract the feature, do a normalization and transform it. All right. So there are different methods. So you want to find whether this patient, whether this particular person has disease or not. Or if you're going to see whether this particular patient, the student will pass or fail. So to which an category belongs to, then we use classification model. Okay. Clustering, you don't have a target. In classification, we are, see for this data set also we had a target, whether the sale is going to win or the sale is going to lose. All right. And second is the clustering model where you don't have a target. How do you segment the people when they come to a mall? You know different malls, right? There you don't have a target. Or into that we work with the clustering algorithms. All right, regression when there is a continuous valued vector. So classification to which it belongs to, regression for continuous variable, clustering where you don't have a target. That is what you are segmenting, grouping people. Where you don't exactly have a target, you work with clustering algorithms. Okay. So when you take a supervised learning, you definitely have a target. Okay, that classification comes under supervised learning. You know, these are the particular sales and the sale is one or not. So I'm going to train my supervised learning using Apple. It extracts the shape of it, color of it, everything. But once I've done in my training data and I'm going to test it with a green apple, then also my machine learning algorithm will be able to find it out it is an apple. All right. So when you take unsupervised learning, you don't have a target. You have different, then it clusters into there is a set of apple, there is a set of bananas, there is a set of mangoes. Able to understand about supervised and unsupervised. So in deep learning, in machine learning, you have your feature extraction, then you move on to your classification. Your feature extraction and classification goes hand on hand. Okay, goes hand on hand. Okay. And there are many applications, heart failures and diabetes disease prediction. This is how we develop with the target variable. Whether the particular patient is going to have a diabetes. This is the data set. I've taken pregnancy, glucose, blood sugar, insulin, BMI. Outcome 0 means they don't have diabetes. 1 means they have a diabetes. Okay. So can you see this? These are important features. Then we have developed the visualization. Okay, how many of them have got disease? How many of them have not got a disease? Then we split our data into data and target. Then we split them into training phase, testing phase. We are developing a Keros model. Okay, we are doing a Keros modeling and we are fitting up the data. So the accuracy is even more better into it. Same way we have classification reports in. Can you see how accurate with the different models, with the different optimizers we need to work on. All right. And the final part that we're going to come is a computer vision. So computer vision, where here you try to interpret images and videos. As one of the professor asked, how it is used in satellite, computer visions, image and video processing, pattern recognition in healthcare sectors, and artificial intelligence, and augmented reality. Okay. So extracting information from digital images. You want to segment a part of it, okay, or you want to classify it for video analysis also. Like video, if you have a CCTV camera in your campus, how the students are behaving, or you want to interpret, you can work on. So current trends in image processing, multiple image fusion of CT over MRI scan, and to extract, learn more about the disease. Okay, and for food fraud detection, for object extraction, for monitoring environment conditions. Okay, in COVID analysis, there is a huge work we started wearing mask, right? So with mask and even without mask, how you are able to extract their features for medical diagnosis, for treatment of patients, and also for remote analysis. In agriculture sector, a huge trending applications are going in disaster management and underwater image processing. Okay, so there is a lot of applications that are being run. So today we started with AI, different types of AI we started with, and then we have seen examples of it. Then we moved on into data science, how data is used. Then we moved on to the analytics, and then I showed you about machine learning and deep learning. In machine learning, we took an example of sales data set, how it could be modeled. For machine learning, we took diabetes data set. Okay, I just showed you the overview. Then we jumped into a computer vision. That is a package that is used for evaluating for images and videos. And we saw about supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning always contains a label, which means it is a target. Unsupervised, they don't have a label. Now we are going to, I hope you are understood the talk. Some of you would be working, for some it will be new. I'll share my contact details at the end. Now, a very simple 5 multiple choice question we are going to play now. I posted the link on the chat. Click the link and give your name. There is no registration, nothing. Just click the link and give your name. Click the link, give your name. Click the link and give your name. Okay. Waiting for the players to join. Yeah. Very good. 10 of you have joined. We have 100 people here. Waiting for others to join soon. Click it on and give your name. Click it on and give your name. Yes, thank you, Chaudhary sir. I'll paste the same link onto for the YouTube viewers. Okay, waiting for the people to join in. How many of you have joined? We'll wait for a few seconds. 28 have joined. We have 100 people, 90 plus people. I wish everybody to join, please. Don't go out, be into that. Once I start, you'll be able to. you will be able to join it. Okay. Yes, 10 more seconds. We will join. We will start.
Please keep hovering on the comment and join. Join it, please.
I'm not able to understand. Okay. Okay. 35 of you have joined. 37. Don't go out. We have to give the correct answer, and also you should be fast, and we'll see who's going to be the winner. I'm going to start now. 40 of you have joined. That's a good count. Yes, whether deep learning is machine learning. $29 of you have answered. Whether deep learning is machine learning. I told you which is a subset of what? Yes. 33 of you have given the right answer. Let's see who's the winner of the first round. Yes, Rashid sir, you are the fastest. And second is Purushothaman sir. I don't know who's on to the third place. Okay, let's move on to the second question. I don't know what's the question. AlphaGo. What is AlphaGo? It is a machine learning model or computer vision or deep learning. I told you the word when we spoke about the game, AlphaGo. Let's see, 34 of you have answered. Only 11 of you have given the right answer. I told AlphaGo uses deep neural network, which comes under deep learning. Let's see who's the winner. I think Rashid sir still is taking up the lead. Hussein sir, okay. Hi Saf is the fastest. And Rashid sir, I don't know who's RDX and Shiak. Okay. I don't know whether you're sir or student. I tell at the end of it, we'll give chance for 30 seconds for the winner to share their experience. Okay. Which model identifies to which a category belongs to? I told you an example to which it belongs to. Yes or no? Whether it is classification or clustering or regression. Which it belongs to? Whether it is classification or clustering or regression. 37, 38, 39 have answered. Yes, 25 of you have given the right answer, and it is classification. Always it has a labeled value and you have a target towards it. Let's see who's the fastest. RDX is the fastest, and Shaq and Earthman, I don't know. That's what I told you when I gave you the link itself. You should give the right answer. The fourth question. What's the fourth question? Which data set has a label? Which data set has a label? Yeah, 39 of you have given the right answer. It is supervised or unsupervised learning? What you have given the answer? Let's see. Yeah, most of you have given the right answer. Fastest is Pankaj and Rashid sir. On to the top, it is RDX. I think we're moving on to the final question for the day. Yeah, this is going to define who's going to be the winner. Here we go. Let's see. Which package is used to interpret images and videos? Images and videos. Is it pandas or computer vision or NumPy? Very simple question. Let's see. 42, 43 have answered. We have a timer. Is exactly this computer vision. Those were the few slides that we've seen at the end. Let's see. I don't know who RDX, you're the winner. Congratulations. Second is Purushothaman. Third is SHAH. Fourth is Rehan. Fifth is Rashid sir. Muhammad Hussain. Pankaj. Okay, Palvi, Neha Sharma and Ramesh Sharma. Congratulations. Congratulations to the winners who has participated in this. Okay, Mohammed Afran, Shaluk, excellent. It was a wonderful session. Got insight about Alia. Thank you, Alia. The webinar was really helpful and everyone in short, fruitful. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this. I will share in my contact details, and I think I've posted. This is the YouTube link where the entire event has been streamed. Okay, so I'll share my contact details with you. Thank you so much for being connected. Hope to collaborate more with you from the industry side for the benefit of students and for faculties. Okay, anybody you are interested, you can contact. I'm sharing my contact details onto the chat, and kindly you can see onto my YouTube channel. You can subscribe, like, or comment the entire session also. So over to the organizers. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's very informative and useful. And most in such areas. Okay, without taking much time, now I give the session over to ED Govt for vote of thanks. ED Govt, sir.
Respected and revered Dean Academic Professor Balpari and veteran of this webinar, our guest speaker, Professor Dr.Doreen, Director of Computational Intelligence, Research Foundation, CIRF, Ainavalam, Chennai, and Department of Information Technology, Dr. Doreen, convener of this webinar, esteemed faculty members and participants from different countries. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all.
Walaikum assalam.
I'm the Doreen, one faculty information technology department. It's truly honored to deliver vote of thanks on behalf of the Department of Information Technology on the conclusion of this webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning, emerging classification. It's extremely valuable to organize events of this nature to see the expanding research innovation. AI has its pivotal role. Digital future is on harnessing the power of AI. At the outset, our sincere thanks to Professor Akbar Masood, Honorable Vice Chancellor, BADSHAH University, for his outright support and patronage, and pushing us to do better. This webinar is the result of that. We are truly honored and fortunate enough to have Professor Balpari, in academic with us. Heartfelt thanks to you, sir, for support and guidance you have extended. Thanks a lot. We wish to express our sincere thanks to Lord Professor Assistant, Dean Mathematical and Computer Science for his unlimited support and guidance. A big thank you to our eminent speaker, Professor Dr.Doreen, for accepting our invitation, that too on short notice. Ma'am, the speech was both illuminating and motivating. And most importantly, I would personally, on the behalf of JNK, thank you for your good words for our Valley Kashmir. And it will be our pleasure to have you at any time. Not only you, ma'am, anyone outside from JNK, it is always our pleasure to have you, ma'am. Thank you for that. And for an interactive session, obviously, your session started meticulously with robotics and AI, how robotics and AI work, and then more data science, and then machine learning and deep learning. So it was such a fascinating session. I guess all the participants would have got package in this only 1.5 hours. It was a great to have you, man, and at least connecting all the things together. That is too great, man. Thank you so much for this. We got impressed and touched by the participation of the faculty, scholars, and students, and that deserves a huge applause. And that was outside country. We were too touched. And the fact, finally, it is important to acknowledge the unconditional support and trust shown and given by head department, Dr. Doreen. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. My sincere thanks to Mr. Satish and the staff of the department to make it happen. I hope this webinar will serve as a very important research endeavor. So thank you, and it was a pleasure to have you all. I conclude by saying, when we express gratitude, we must not forget that the highest appreciation is not satisfying utter word, but to live by them. And once again, I thank you all, and thank you so much, Mr. Satish.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, once again, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much to be part of this and share valuable information with us. And no, not but least, I thank you all the participants who are part of this webinar, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Multi-Plans and Applications. If you have any other questions, please contact me on my mail, stishkumar@bgsbu.ac.in. So you leave the webinar. If you receive, then after leave this webinar, you will receive a feedback form, and we will appreciate if you would complete and then send back to us. So also certifications provided to you on the basis of the feedback form. If you send back fill the feedback form, then we will be able to provide you a certificate. So I will share the feedback form links with you at the end of the session in the WhatsApp group, or also share on your email, on your email. Okay, on the behalf of Department of Information Technology and the whole organizing team, thank you for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day. So I request the
Thank you so much.
head of the department, can we wind up?
Sir, 1 minute, sir. There was a question on the chat by Mehraj, sir. What is creative artificial intelligence? See, creativity and innovation depends upon how you are going to automate the task. That is where a creativity. To have a very recent example, now we have got smart grinders. Women will know grinding the floor. Okay, in South India, the floor called idli. Okay, where you have to grind the flour. Okay, where you have to grind the flour of rice and the dal. Okay, so urd dal. So where here a new innovation has come in, we have to grind it onto a grinder. Then you have to take it and clean it. That's the biggest task. Now we have developed a company in Coimbatore that developed a grinder where you need not put your hands to clean it, and it automatically brings the flour out. Okay, there is where a creative, it depends upon the human individual, how they develop a product to automate the task, and there is where you have your creative AI. Then second question is how security is taken into consideration for mostly in robotic applications. Okay, like internet cars, you talked about robots. Yes, now we are working with Industry 4.0. Okay, we are working with Industry 4.0 where it works with cyber physical system. There is a security algorithm that runs behind. Okay, there is a security algorithm that runs behind of every application, and I will not say everything is secure. Okay, once there is a game, we should understand definitely there is also a threat involved into it. Okay, there is also a threat involved into it. So it depends about the cyber physical security, where in Industry 4.0 it is very evident there is a lot of protocols that we work on with before we interact without leaking it out. Okay, I don't know how many of you have seen this. It happened in America. There was last week. Okay, there was a boy traveling. He was wearing an Apple Watch. He fell down. Okay, on a place. The fall detection component that was in their Apple Watch was able to detect that he has fallen, and immediately, automatically, it has made a call to their emergency number, and they were able to find where this boy has fallen down and what was his precise location using the latitude and longitude. Immediately they came to, and that time that boy was unconscious. Immediately they came to the place, took the boy and hospitalized, and they saved his life. So as we automate the task, there is a threat involved, and there is a lot of gain is also over there. Okay. So if it is okay with you, can you all open up your cameras? We'll have a group photo pic. It would be a remembrance for the college, and though we are not here, only 3 cameras are open. Can you all open up your camera? Yes, thank you. Nice to see you all. I always take a group picture at the end of a webinar, and you can see to my web page where I've got list of YouTube video links that I've done. Thank you so much. If all of you can open it for a few seconds, it will be really great. 1, 2, 3. Let me see whether I've got it, captured it. And I will share it to Satish sir, and he will be able to post it on. Just give me 1 more minute.
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Please open up your camera.
Yes, please open up your
Actually,
camera.
I have yes, ma'am. Actually, I have connected my camera with the system, so there are some issue.
No problem.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. One more moment. Yeah, I've got it. I will share it to sir. Thank you so much. Let's be connected. Let's do more for the betterment of the society. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. No, Rajuri sir, can we wind up this session?
Before winding this session, I would like to hear about some views from Professor Iqbal Parvez about today's proceedings. Sir, please. I think that he has just left the session. So, thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful intellectual session. I can't remember that in the recent years we had such a lecture or a presentation where the interaction of the participants hundreds of kilometers away from each other was such impressive. So the all credit goes to you for mixing your content in such a way that at any point of time more than 100 participants were available in the meeting. So thank you, and we will definitely look forward for any help that we can extract from you in the development of our department and in the concerned domain. So please get ready for being distracted from time to time. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all the participants. Mr. Satish, I think we can wind up the session. Thank you.
Okay, we will stop here.
Okay, thank you.